Hey guys, back again, and today, guys, is an update on the spider, guys. So, lots to say, not a lot of time to say it. Basically, guys, me and the wife talked and did not want to keep the spider in this small enclosure. They did say we could keep it in there, as even Dork said we dropped it off. They can stay in here up to 2 years, but we just thought it was very lackluster, quite boring, and thought the spider didn't have much to hide in or do. It would just walk around this all day long, going around in circles, trying to get out, and really couldn't do nothing. So we thought it was unfair. But basically, guys, we bought an Exo Terra vivarium. It arrived yesterday, and it is just not big enough in the sense of left to right as it was height, if you get what I'm saying, guys. I'm a dumbass, you have to bear with me. And so basically, I went to the pet store and I got some advice on it. I showed them the tank I had, the vivarium. I showed them everything, and they said it would be fine to lay the vivarium down. It would be fine to lay it down. So I laid the vivarium down, guys, and I'll get to everything in a minute. But basically, the guy in the pet store said that he keeps snakes, lizards, and spiders and that of his own, and he's done a similar thing. He said because sometimes you can't get the perfect size tank for your spider. And he said, if you're working on a budget, which I am, it's best to do it the best way you can do it. The only mistake I made, guys, is with the hydrogen meter, for like knowing what it is in and out of the tank. I was a dumbass and put it on the outside of the tank. We're still in basically doing jack shit. I have got to sort that out and put it inside the tank, but I'm just waiting to get a new sticky pad so I can actually put it on the inside. Because I messed up, guys. But, that's what it is. I'm a human. It's a learning curve. But I will get to the very minute. As you can see the corner here, guys. I'll show you properly in a minute. Just want to explain a few things. So, I was obviously nervous also about the water dish. Because the water dish is quite a deep one. I didn't want the spider to drown. Because I've heard about they can drown. But apparently, if you make the water literally like fingertip deep, that'll be fine. They said that it's best to change water every day anyway. That's what he advised me to do. So that is what I'm going to do. So basically, the spider can't drown. There's not enough water in there to drown it, which is great. I also got advised on the mesh on this tank. And he said as it's laying down, the spiders, can get their legs stuck in the mesh. He said, but if it's laid down and it's on the side, it's more likely not to happen than if it was, on the top of the tank. So that's really cool. Right, now all that's out of the way, guys, I will now show you guys the vivarium. So here it is, guys. I am waiting for some proper substrate to come for the tarantula itself. As you can see, she sits here. As I was informed, apparently it's a female. I don't know if it's male or female, guys. I'm not sure, but yeah, I was told it's a female. And yeah. So she seems to like it. She's been walking around. She's now just sat here. I have got to get this lid out, which I've got my tongs to do, guys. I'm just not wanting to stress it out any more than it already is from being moved from one thing to another. I'm just going to leave it overnight. And then maybe if she's in her den or inside her really cool looking skull, then maybe I will get the lid out then and also top up the water that way. Because as you all know, guys, I am petrified of this thing. It is actually growing on me in the sense of I'm not, I've been watching it for days. It's fascinating to watch, guys. It's more of a fascination of me to watch it than it is to want to pick it up. I'm not that kind of owner, if you know what I'm saying, guys. I'll look after it, I'll clean it out and all that lot, but I'm not gonna be like, here you go, guys, I'm holding it. It's never gonna happen, guys. I'm telling you now. I'm fascinated by it, and I'm really, really like geeked out by it, but like no, I'll never like just pick it up and no, that's never gonna happen, guys. But I'm fascinated by it. So yeah, so like I said, I've had the advice on everything and it's all good and dandy, and he explained it's all fine. Because obviously when it was standing upright, it was a lot narrower. As you can see, it's only this big, and then obviously if she fell from the top to the bottom, she'd get injured. I don't want that to happen. So at the end of the day, I've done it this way. It's a lot easier, and the lid on top is a lot easier to open. This is just a normal bulb. To be able to light it up and that lot. Obviously it gets turned off at night and stuff anyway, but I have a padlock on it as well, as you guys can see under there, because the cage door, the glass door did move a little bit as they do on these Exo ones. But if there's a lizard in that lot, I don't care. If I got out, I'd pick it up. But with this, no, I don't fancy that crawling across my face in the middle of the night. But yeah, all jokes aside, it is absolutely foolproof. I have made sure I followed the step by step of what the pet store told me to do. So hopefully we're all good. And like I said, the only advice he gave me to watch out for with this is the mesh. So I just got to keep my eye on this, guys, so making sure that she doesn't get her leg trapped. But he said that's very, very far in between. It's more to happen if is on the top of the tank and she goes to go upside down. He said that's more likely to happen there than it will if she's crawling on it sideways. But he said just be careful and be aware of it. So I am going to be very, very careful and very aware of that. But other than that, guys, she seems to be doing pretty damn well. Like I said, I'm just waiting for her to be a little bit more relaxed in the environment, not so stressed out. I mean, that's obviously a big thing going from one thing to another. And then obviously I'll sort it out. At the current time, it is 74 inside. Obviously, that's not by this meter because I messed up and put it on the outside and it's got to go on the inside, so I'll be sorting that out. But with the actual temperature gauge itself and not the humidifier one, it is 74 in there. So it's around about the temperature she needs it at. He said anything between 69 and 80 would be around, you know, the sweet spot for these spiders. So I don't know, guys. It's a learning curve for me, but I'm really, as I said, cooled out by it, but at the same time, I'm still very wary of it. It's going to take me a long ass time to get used to it. As you can see, she's very big. The last time I shot you guys, she weren't that big, but as you can see, I mean, is it just me or does she look a lot bigger? I mean, the other day I looked at it, I was like, fuck, that's big. But when I did show you the other day, guys, she was kind of like squanched up, you know, crunched up sort of thing, like in a ball. Now she's fully out. That's how she is. I was told by the pet store she's around about 1 year old, maybe 2 years old, because it takes them 7 years to get to maturity. And as she's a female, she can live up to 30 years. I was like, 30 years? Man, I'll be in my 60s, so fucking hell. Pretty damn cool, pretty damn cool. Dork reckon he's going to get one now. I'm going to see if he does. That'd be hilarious. Because he reckons he'll pick it up. I got to see that. I got to see that. But yeah, not for me. I like watching it from afar. I respect it from afar. It's great. You know, it's really fun to watch, to be honest, guys. Like I said, I am still petrified of it, but at the same time, I do enjoy watching it. I'm probably repeating myself now, but yeah. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you an update, guys, on it all. I am going to be taking probably this substrate out of here as well and putting it inside here, but I'm not going to be doing it at the moment. I want her just to have a couple of days in here and get used to the tank and her surroundings, and then once she's done that, you know, I will be putting a cricket and that in there with her, so she can have that, and then give myself a 7 to 8 day reminder for the next one, so on and so forth, and keep on that, guys, pretty much. But yeah, that's the update I can give, guys. Like I said, I'm not an expert with these things. I'm not trying to say I am, and I'm definitely not, guys. I'm more than an amateur, but like I said, I've done everything the pet store told me to do, and like I said he keeps reptiles, snakes, spiders. Apparently he's got like 14 different spider species, and I thought, ew, more you than me, mate. But yeah, he said it's a good way to get over your phobia. And he said even though they are still a spider, he said they're more like a hamster when they get fully grown. He said you'll come to like it more and more. And believe it or not, the weird thing about it is I'm actually coming around to it more and more. Even looking at this now, even though I know it's a spider, it doesn't actually freak me out as much as like the garden spiders and that do. So I don't know, freaky as that sounds, guys. But anyway, guys, yeah, I will keep showing you the spider throughout its time, so you can see it grow and stuff, guys, because I know some of you might be fascinated like I am. I'm very fascinated by it, but I don't think you can see her eyeballs. Yep, they're there. Really, really cool. But yeah, like I said, I won't stress it out anymore, but I just want to give you an update, guys. On that note, thank you very much for watching. Gameplays will be coming up very, very soon. And as far as my mental health goes, guys, today I'm actually doing really, really well. So, you know, for those who want to know, awesome. And for those that sent me messages about it, I do really appreciate it. Thanks for that. And like I said, I'll see you all in the next one.